All right. Let's see. There's an extra information on structs that is very, very interesting and really easy to understand. And and it's gonna come in handy while you write Go language. I want to show you here, and that's basically the concept that you can use Go as a magic wand. You can use a interface as a magic wand for functions. Okay, so essentially, you can you are allowed in Go to this to define empty interfaces, and this empty interface can now be used for pure magic. I'm gonna show you things you couldn't do with functions before. You can now do it. So here is an example of an empty interface. Okay, so this topic is empty interfaces, pure magic. Okay, so here I'm going to say, let's declare an interface, a variable as an interface. Okay, and it's empty, no functions inside, nothing. Okay, so let's print it. It's easy. Print line. When you declare an empty interface, Golang just assigns the value of nil to it. So if we run this now, what we're gonna see is that the interface is set to nil because of course it's empty. Now we can go ahead and do some magic with it. As you can see, it's nil. All right, not zero, but nil. So let's do a magic with an empty interface. Here comes the first magic. You can actually declare a function that can take any variable type. Normally, if you are coding in Go, whenever you declare a function, you must specify the variable type, like float 32, whatever integer. That's what you're expecting to return from the function. But if you declare it with an interface, if you pass the interface parameter to it, it can return any variable type. I'm going to prove it now. So whenever we call this function, we want it to put fmt dot print line I. So whenever we call this function, we'll pass I, and then it will print I. But here's the thing, we're not specifying the value of I. I can be of any variable type and it will still work. So here, if I call display value. So now here, let's just declare the first value we can pass to the function can be follow the partner on all social media. So that's the first value. And then the second will be 20. Third will be false, boolean, that is true or false. So if you look at this, you'll see that these are different variable types, but let's now call them. If we say display value, we'll call the function display value. We can pass in A, we can pass in B, and we can pass in C. So the same function taking different variable types, and we can confirm that now by just running this file. You see, it was able to print every single thing. So this is the first magic with structs, with empty interfaces. Any variable type can be passed as a parameter into any function. Now we are going to try the next thing. You can actually pass any number of variables by just putting these three dots. Okay, if you put these three dots, you can pass any number of variables. So here we can do, okay, pass A, then we can do BA, ABC, ACB. All right. Just because we put that extra dot, it's able to accept everything. Look at this. So the first one says follow the partner on all social media. That's A. Then BA should be 20 follow. You see, 20 follow the partner on all social media. The last one is ACC. Follow the partner on all social media. False, false. See, you can just pass as many as possible. And this will come in really handy when you're writing code. You could get to some places where you're not sure the variable type or data type that will be passed in, you can just simply use interface.